I wanted to start today by reading something to you from the Old Testament book of Amos. Now, Amos was a shepherd who lived about 40 miles outside of Bethlehem around the year 760 BC. And we have in Amos chapter 5, verses 21 and 22. I hate your religious festivals. Your assemblies are a stench to me. Even though you bring me burnt offerings and grain offerings, I will not accept them. Seems a little strange to hear God telling us this, but I know you've also heard me talk many times about something along these lines, something that I feel is extremely important, something I think everybody on earth needs to understand. And by reading Amos, I can see that God also thinks this topic is so important that he's been telling us this for over 3,000 years. And that is, those who create and follow man-made rules instead of understanding what God is saying and the true spirit of what he tells us, these people are in serious trouble. Those people who go to church 7 days a week and have crosses in every room of their homes, and yet still refuse to lift a finger to help somebody in need, these people are in serious trouble. And those who condemn others for what they are doing, especially while they're doing the exact same things, well, these people are in very serious trouble. And I believe that those who get so fixated on the minor points, so fixated on keeping rules and regulations, those who are so fixated on what they believe is right or wrong without that counterbalance of God's grace and mercy, well, I think these people also are in serious trouble. Colossians 4:6 tells us, let your conversations always be full of grace so that you may know how to answer everyone. And James 2:6 tells us, judgment without mercy will be shown to anyone who has not been merciful. Mercy triumphs over judgment. And if you go all the way back to Moses, even in the Ark of the Covenant, even this shows us this lesson. For inside the ark are the things that condemn and convict mankind. And sitting on top is what's called the mercy seat. For God's grace and mercy is always higher, always holier than judgment and condemnation. And Jesus, I believe, gives us this plainly when he gives us this instruction for our lives, where he himself tells us in Luke 6:36, be merciful, just as your Father has been merciful. Let us pray this morning.